So I think original sin, God's response. Personal sin, God's response. Keep these in mind. So God furnished our first parents with everything they needed in order to communicate the life of grace to their offspring, and our first parents chose against that. That's our responsibility because we're present in Adam's nature, we're present in Adam's choice, we're present in Adam's loins. All right? There's a choice that he made in solidarity with the whole of the human race, which would issue from him and his wife, and as a result of which, we're bound by that.
Later episode.
But in the sense that like our sinful solidarity with Adam is devastating, our graceful solidarity with Christ is how much more awesome on account of the fact that it's against this crazy backdrop.
Yes.
So like our sinful solidarity with Adam, it's not necessary for God to work because God doesn't need sin in order to operate, but it provides a beautiful backdrop against which the tale of redemption, the reality of redemption, is told forth most excellently. All right, so everything bad, God can use, doesn't need to, but God can use to bring about something beautiful.
Yeah, white shows up better against black.
Right, that's Calvinist. All right, so we see in the offer of redemption an offer for all. And, like people in the tradition have tried to say like, well, redemption is offered to all those who accept it. And the church has always affirmed, no, it's offered to all, okay? So then when it comes to personal sin, we can choose against that. We can put up obstacles or hindrances to that. But the offer is on offer in a non-trivial way. We're not just kind of like hand-waving over here. St. Thomas likens it to the light of the sun, which is always on. And the question is whether we'll permit the windows of our lives to get gunked up or whether we'll shutter the windows of our lives against that sun. So the idea is that he's always giving us a grace, a certain grace of a certain sort, and graces are daisy chained together. So he's giving us the grace to begin to pray. In the wake of that grace will come other graces in due course according to his providence. But it's our responsibility to address those obstacles and those hindrances within our limited competence, according to our limited resources, so that we can welcome those graces as they come in turn. And what is more, we can have hope. That is to say, a kind of certainty, a kind of confidence that God who has begun a good work in us will see it to completion according to his providence in his time, as best befits his glory and our salvation. So there's a certainty associated with hope, which participates the certainty associated with faith. Faith has a speculative certainty. Hope has a kind of
practical,
tendential, or whatever you would call it, like motivational certainty. And so I think that those things are all real and they're non-trivial, all right? And we can't just go back to the fact God knows what's going to happen, so I'm just going to like lay on the couch or pick a favorite pool float or whatever else, So I think those are the things that are important. That's all I got.
And I think it's important the universal called he wants all to be saved, and he gives the grace for all those to be saved, sufficiency, efficacious grace, blah blah blah. The important part is he wants to warm every rock so that every lizard can go on it. That's why I think a lizard on rocks.
Wow.
If the lizard chooses not to step on that rock, but that rock is ready for warming, it's ready to warm that body.
Father Bonaventure, if you had to choose between getting Warby Parker glasses, subscribing to a YouTube channel, or flossing your teeth, what would you choose?
Oof. I guess, to be honest, subscribing to a YouTube channel.
See, folks, it's not as bad as flossing your teeth or getting Warby Parker glasses. Please subscribe to Godsplaining. Cheers.